Shane. I thank you for joining me today. We are going to deal with the number one question spouses don't ask. That's right. The number one question spouses don't ask yet fight about over again. And that number one question is simple. What is their why? What is their why? We say why not and why you shouldn't do it this way, why you shouldn't do it that way. But we don't frequently ask what is their why. And if you want to stop some of your fights and start getting on the same page, this is the exact place to start. So let me give you an example. Couple comes in, they are fighting over money. Fighting over money. One spouse says, hey, I want you to save 10%. I'm saving 20. So you all know if you've been out there, this is a fight folks have, right? Tell me where you're from, who you are, what state. Go to browser, type that in. And if you've ever had a fight and instead of them figuring out your why, they did something else, type a why in the browser. So a couple comes in, one wants to save 10, one wants to save 20. They don't ask their why. So first thing I ask is your why. If you want to save 20%, probably have a strong why. So I said, why do you want to save 20%? Well, my parents came to live with us the last 10 years and that sucked. Don't you remember? Spouse says, yeah, that was horrible. I want to make sure we don't do that. I want to pay our kids college. Pretty straightforward, right? Says, hey, why do you want to save 10%? They think to convince them they should go on and on about why save 20. But if you want to be influential, ask them why save 10. Spouse says, I want to save 10 because I want us to enjoy our marriage. I want us to invest in it and grow together. My parents never made it to live with us. They were divorced because they both ended up with other people because they never had any fun together and they didn't invest in their marriage. And any marriage worth having, you have to invest in. So you got to figure out their why. I'm going to give you 3 quick reasons to figure out their why. First of all, you may be wanting the same thing. Both of them wanted to keep their marriage together. So you may find that they're trying to do the same thing you are. They just see the problem and the solution differently because of the fact that they had different experiences and their experiences taught them to do something different. But also, if you want to build trust, so if you want to build distrust, be a frenemy. Frenemies, you ask them what's going on, they don't ask you why. They tell you why you're wrong or tell you how what you're saying is not true. And if that's the case, you are fighting seriously. How many times have you told your spouse something? Hey, babe, I want us to spend more quality time together. What are you talking about? As much as I work, all the nice things I get you, we don't need to spend no more quality time together. You just don't want to be married. That's why not. And that's why we're not able to talk and get on the same page because we really don't trust each other. So if they tell you what the problem is, ask them the why. So, babe, why do you want to spend all this time together? Look, I just want us to grow. I do think we spend a lot of time together, but if we could do a staycation every quarter, I think it'd be great. If we could carve out a date night, I think it'd be phenomenal. I love the gifts. They're great and they really work for me. So finally, the third reason, if we want to create win-wins, we got to figure out what their why is so we can meet it. We got to figure out what their why is. But once we hear that why, that they want to save the family, we want to save the family, I guarantee you things are going to get better off the top. One of the most amazing things I found working with 5,500 couples is usually people choose pretty good. And we just have to figure out why they see things differently so we can realize they're trying to create a win-win too. Anyways, this is Dr. Shane. If you're trying to figure out what to do, I want you to start by asking your spouse, what's your why? What's your why? Anyways, Dr. Shane, I will be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the Situation Room. And this is a way to deal with the situation of us not getting on the same page. And how do we start getting on the same page? Make it a great day. Nice talking with you today, Dr. Shane.